I'll tell you something I did for the stream today with Nam and I. Got everything ready. We started at 10 o'clock, so we wouldn't be late for anything. And I hit my intro button, went out, had a cigarette, came back in, sat down, and went, "Hello, ladies and gentlemen," and looked at my stream and went, "I'm not even live."
Oh,
Unlucky, man.
oh my goodness. Now, does your okay? So let's go ahead and get this started. I'm gonna do a 3, 2, 1, but yes, here we go. Welcome everyone to Weekly Reset, and thank you so much for being here and supporting us. This is a podcast primarily for gaming discussion. I'll also be bringing in guests that I would like to showcase, and today we are pleased to feature Drethan the Blind Wolf. I'd like to introduce you to my co-host. We have Cease over here, who has definitely made me a better Swartor player this past year and a half. He plays every single class and spec and all roles. So he's someone that I generally refer players to whenever they have questions about rotation, utilities, and builds, especially with the confusing 6.0 with regard to gearing. Definitely go follow him. You see him go live, go ask him questions. He loves to answer questions, especially on this game, which is his favorite game. Now, my other co host is Score. I've known Score for 2.5 years, and he's a new variety streamer. So if you haven't checked him out, please go give him a follow as well. Currently, you'll find him streaming a lot of Destiny 2 ever since Shadowkeep dropped, but I'm pretty sure that he will be switching that up. I know he's streamed a few other games. One that just came out, I forgot. What's that one that you got? Um, the one where you were, it's a single soul player. I can't even remember.
Oh, Code Vein? Are you
Yes,
talking
Code
about Code
Vein.
Vein?
There you go. I know he streamed that and some other games as well. So I think he was doing EverQuest last Sunday once for some of you guys who play EverQuest. So, anyways, definitely give him definitely a follow as well, so you can try and see. And he likes to play with viewers as well, so hit him up. He also has his own Discord. You will find that underneath his stream. Cease also has one as well underneath his stream, so go join his Discords, go chat with them. uh, so right now I am going to go ahead and start the hard-hitting questions to Drethan. Thank you so much for being here, Drethan.
Hi guys, how y'all doing?
We are doing good. It's been a busy weekend, I gotta say, with Extra Life and whatnot. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and focus these more on Swartor because that's all I've seen you really stream. So, how long have you been playing Swartor?
Yeah, since beta,
Damn.
I've been playing on and off, going back and forth between Star Wars: The Old Republic and um, World of Warcraft. I tank and heal in WoW, and I'm wanting to do that in this game. I'm ready to raid. I've done PvP here, and I want to get into raiding and show everybody that even a blind guy can tank in SWOTOR.
Now, you say you're doing PvP and whatnot. So, have you, with the season just ending, did you do any ring play?
No, I haven't found a team yet, and how can I put this? PvP unranked is really fast for me, so I'm trying to get used to it so I can get into rank because I like the competitive side of it. This is one of the reasons why I like rating. It's got that competitive edge.
Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, I do too. I do like it. Not to mention, I like the 4v4 versus 8v8 maps that are spread out and all that. It's can become confusing at times. Like, where are we going? Where are we going? People checking on points versus strict PvP, which is what you find in arenas. Um, so, how did you find out about this game? Was it just something that you saw that it was being released? You're like, I'm going to try that out because I like Star Wars. Or,
I um, I had a friend. Her name was Stormy. Greatest little lady. Put it this way: there was three of us that she could just look at us and or say to us, "Knock it off. now, and we would straighten up no matter what kind of shenanigans we were doing. As soon as she said, "Knock it off," yes, ma'am. But Stormy Nights or Stormy, she's like, I just got invited to the Alpha in Star Wars: The Old Republic. I'm like, oh, cool. She goes, you gotta see the cinematic. And I'm like, okay, no problem. I'll check it out. I mean, I'm a fan of Star Wars, but okay, no problem. As soon as I saw the Sith, I was like, I want a beta. I want a beta, please.
Nice. Now, have you been playing consistently since beta, or you been on and off?
On and off. I played vanilla until the shenanigans with EA. Came back with my wife in the Rise of the Hut Cartel, and we played in that. And then Revan. So anytime that there's been a new thing that's come out with SWOTOR, I've always come back. This one, I've been more active with SWOTOR now than I ever have.
Are you saying with with 6.0 drop once it dropped, or
Um,
before?
Before 5.0,
Oh, okay.
with the the Emperor
Gotcha. Fallen Emperor.
and finding out who he.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
That piece of work.
And then all the
Bethany,
way.
do you mind if I ask you a question real quick? Because I'm also
Yeah.
really, really blind. Like my prescription is like -7. Like, are you diagnosed with something as well, or do you just have really poor eyesight like I do?
I am okay. My blindness comes from MS, multiple sclerosis, and I have 15% vision, so I have no peripheral vision, and my frontal sight is like Swiss cheese. If you watch my stream, my eyes move around a lot, and I move my head around a lot, and keep it on a swivel so I can see what is going on. Sometimes it's funny watching me try to do all the stuff in my daily life because I can look straight at something and go, "You're not there," and literally, it's not there.
Makes sense. Yeah, I was just curious because super blind as well, but I'm nowhere near as blind as that. It's just just super blurry. Luckily, I don't have a situation like that.
So, I mean, okay, so I was going to get to that a little bit later, but since we've already started it, how is gaming for you? Like, is this? I want to go back and with the Star Wars first, though. Is this primarily the only game you're playing currently?
Right now, Star Wars is my main game that I play on Sundays. I play World of Warcraft with Namasia, my wife, and it's Sundays is our family day. I look at her and go, "Okay, honey, what do you want to play?" And she's like, "I'm not sure." And today I went and said, "Want to run Horde Demon Hunters?" And she's like, "Okay."
Gotcha, gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I came from World. Actually, Score and I both. We came from World of Warcraft, so totally understand that. So okay, so you play MMOs. So what about other games where are you able to play like shooter games?
Oh, no, 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 no. I'd be doing headstands in a garbage can.
Oh, so pretty much what I do now with 2020. Yeah. I don't know. I can't shoot either. But okay, so you stick with mainly MMOs then?
Yes, as long as it's a third person type of view, I'm good. As soon as it goes into first person, I get vertigo, and it's not good,
Gotcha,
not at
gotcha.
all.
Well, that's amazing. I mean, I did have a guild member who was legally blind. I don't remember to what extent, but what was very helpful, and I don't know if this would be helpful for you, is I'd run him through flashpoints because he was wanting to get the legendary title, but it was taking him so long to get through all the stories, especially at level. So what I did was I ran. like 5 of his characters just to get him to level 60 so he could go back and just do the class stories. And one of the things that helped, I think, him is that if you are playing with other people, because I'm assuming this is MMOs, right? You want to play with other people, is that to put a target marker over their head. Is that something you do so that you're able to see them a little more? You can see the symbol and go, okay, I need to follow this person, or
Sometimes, and it depends on what my role is in the group. Um, Nam, with if we're running anything, she puts a marker over me so she can find me because she's like, for a blind guy, you're really hard to follow, and and it's like, want my stick? And it's like, am I going to get Gib slapped?
oh my.
But anyway, it's depending on my role in a group. If I'm running with people that I don't know, especially in flashpoints, um, I try to do the best I can because I found that people that I don't know don't like to have the icons over their head. But if I run with you or somebody else and go, hey, would you mind if I put something over the top of your head? It's like, yeah, sure, no problem. But I will say this: I pick at and make fun at people who are sighted, especially if they're standing in poop and they shouldn't be. And if they die, I just go and say, "Excuse me, would you like my glasses? Because I think you need them more than I do."
Oof. Big ouch right there.
Yeah, that does make sense. I can tell you as from a healer perspective. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, don't stand in that green goo. Thank you. Um, so what have you done? So I guess you said you were doing PvP. You've done flashpoints and whatnot. Have you done ops? Is that something like any of the earlier? You know what I mean? Earlier ones since you came from beta.
A long time ago, I did. God, I don't know when it was open. The huts a raid
Hmm.
that has the hut at the end
Yeah,
with
you're
the
talking about
hat.
Karaga's Palace.
Um,
Yeah.
yes, yes. I've done that one, and I had fun with it. The guild that I was with after we got the last that boss down, pretty much fell apart, and I'm like, really, guys, I want to raid. But I like right now, um, I'm I, I'm wanting to get into a raid team and either do DPS or tanking because not only do I have MS and am legally blind, I have ADHD. And if you know anybody that has ADHD, one thing that you don't want them to be is bored.
Do you see the guy right there on my screen dancing around? Yeah.
Uh
There's a classic case right there. Look at him. He's just like, I gotta dance. I can't just stand there on a fountain like you guys, man. I gotta go be doing stuff with my furious sabers with the beautiful cyan blue things. What do you call it? Crystals. Well, I can
Those are
let you
beautiful.
know. I run on Starforge on Imp side. We're running. Well, now it's story mode. It used to be hard mode, but with the new gearing and everything, we're going back and doing the story mode ops. You're more than welcome to join in uh, as a either a tank or a DPS.
Cool.
So I'm not too sure what we're doing. We run on Mondays at 4 p.m. And I don't know if you know who Azzy Lori is, but Azzy Lori is one of the DPS on there, and Sly is one of the healers. So if you want to get into that, let me know, and yeah, we'll get you in and start doing some story modes. They are a little bit harder than they used to be, so it's not as easy, but we have some experienced people in the group, so we should be able to get through it pretty good.
That's cool.
Now, Drethan, I have another question for you.
Go
Since you're in a
for
guild called Wrath of Nam, is that
it.
a guild
Yeah.
dedicated to Nami? Is that what's going on?
No, the Wrath of Nam is the Wrath of Namastia.
Oh, okay.
Um, and basically, I'm going to tell on my wife. Um, Nam also raids and does PvP. However, when she does, I'm telling on you. However, when she does, she gets very vocal. Now, especially when she's healing and people are not supposed to be are not doing what they're supposed to be doing, and because they're thousands of miles away, I'm the one getting yelled at because everybody over there is not doing what they're supposed to be doing. But one day we had the windows open, and our next door neighbors, there were three guys there. Our next door neighbors, they were special forces guys, and we're doing this raid in World of Warcraft, and I'm tanking, she's healing, and everything is going on really good. And the DPS is not doing what they're supposed to be doing. She's getting upset, and she's like, "The hell with it. They can die. I'm healing you." I'm like, "Oh, okay," but like I said, she's the guys during the next door during the week went to my daughter and said, "Are you okay?" And she says, "What?" He says, "Well, we heard you screaming. Did your husband upset you?" She goes, "Oh no, that wasn't me. That was my mother. She heals during raids, and yeah, she wasn't yelling at him. She was yelling at people 3,000 miles away." And they're all like, "Well, let her know that she scared the hell out of special forces guys."
Dude, that's some impressive talent right there. That's the fun part.
And basically, ever since then, in World of Warcraft, we have a guild named the Wrath of Nam, and it's basically to let everybody know that she's a great big furry teddy bear. Don't tick her off.
Now, is what's her tune's name? I wonder if I've. Does she primarily heal in PvP, or does she DPS, or?
Um, Nam used to heal. She now does Fury Warrior, kind of like with me. And if she gets into any type of trouble, I go and say, "Hold on a minute, honey," and flip over to prop tanking and go, "Okay, go nuts."
Oh, okay.
Um,
I wonder because
but
I do know a Namiarda. Nami.
no, that's not
Oh,
her.
okay. That must be somebody else. Okay. Um. So well, that's good. We can go run some PvP one of these days if you want. And if she's doing a Fury Mara, I'll come pocket heal and make sure that I keep her alive because I don't want to be part of the Wrath of Nam. That would be really bad. It would be really bad for me. Nami got hit with the Wrath of Nam. Yeah, that's bad. Um,
People would be a little confused by that. Just saying.
yeah. Let's see. Okay, so how long have you been streaming?
On and off since Cataclysm, but I've gotten serious about it about a year and a half ago. I mean, really serious and sit down and go, "Okay, I'm gonna try to make this my full time job."
Oh, okay. So
And
you stream as a job, or
well, it's not to me. It's not really a job. It's something that I really like to do. I like to stream and show people that um, yeah, I'm a gamer, but here's the thing: not only am I a gamer, I'm somebody who enjoys not only gaming, but it doesn't matter if because of my disabilities, I can do whatever I want to do. I just got to work harder.
yeah. And so you said, so you started streaming World of Warcraft. So you started about a year and a half ago. Wait a minute, Cataclysm came out way before a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
That was a long
But
time
a
ago. What
year and
was
a
it,
half
like
ago, you started getting
2012,
serious,
2013?
right?
I don't
You
remember.
started getting
Yeah, a year and
serious,
a
right?
half. Yeah, a year and a half is when I really got serious and started, listening to people like um uh, Harris Heller, and those guys,
Okay.
and going and saying, okay, this is what I need to do, and if I want to, if I really want to do this, I want to. I don't do anything. Excuse my language. I don't do anything half-ass. I don't jump in feet first. I dive in, and sometimes, well, I hit my head.
Yeah, I got you. I did the same every single moment of my life. Then I'm like, whoa, why did I do that? That was a dumb move. Oh well, move on. Um, so okay, so you stream. So obviously, you don't work then, right? Because you're streaming full time, right?
No, no, and I'm disabled, so I needed to find something to do that was productive,
Gotcha.
and streaming something that I've found is productive, and it's like, okay, I feel like I've done.
Yeah, and you're playing games,
Oh yeah.
fun stuff, fun stuff. So it's better than a job. Now, how many hours would you say that? So when you say that you play Tour like on Sundays, it's like family night. Do you just play Tour once a week then, or?
Oh no, no, no. We play World of Warcraft together. Nam and I play World of Warcraft on Sundays together, and that's about 3 to 4 hours. It depends on how I'm feeling. If I'm tired, it's usually 3 hours. But during the week when I'm streaming, it's mostly Star Wars: The Old Republic, and I'm streaming anywhere between 3 to 4, sometimes 5 hours in the morning slash afternoon, and then I'll come back if I'm feeling up to it. I'll come back during the evening and stream for another three
Oh
hours.
wow, that's a lot of, you know, that's a lot of streaming
But
in one
that
day.
that's 3 days a week. I mean, with me, it's 3 days a week, and then Nam's always on Sunday.
Gotcha, gotcha. Now, okay, since you play a lot of Tour, I mean, are there any changes now that 6.0 dropped? Are there any changes or recommendations you'd like to see made in the game that they haven't implemented with this new
Um,
expansion?
the the only thing that I everything that they've done so far, I really like it. I like the storyline. I haven't seen the pub side yet, but the Empire side is like, wow, this is really good. Um, but I wouldn't change anything that they've done. The RNG, a little bit. RNG's always going to hate me. But my thing is if I had somebody from SWOTOR here, I would go and say to them, guys, the little reticles that you have us do for our daily mission, could you make them a little bit bigger so I can see them? Thank you.
There you go. Make them bigger. So,
Because I go
oh
ahead.
no no, I was gonna say, and so if you're, I'm assuming you like everything, right? What would you say your favorite activity has been in 6.0?
Flashpoints and heroics, planetary heroics.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's actually the best gearing currently right now. That's why you see everybody, like 70 some odd people were in Hammer Station last night, and there was nobody in queue for ranked, which is it's preseason now, so it's not like you're getting any rating, but you can at least get your comms. And I was that one person looking for a ranked match, while 79 other people were over there in Hammer Station. So I was like, okay, I guess I should queue for Hammer Station, be part of the cool kids. But everybody's trying to get their gear up. So since you went through the story, where's your item level currently? Out of curiosity.
Let me check.
Oh, I guess I could just inspect you if that's the tune.
276.
Wow. Okay. So you're on your way. Let me know if you ever want a group or something. I'm totally down to run with you. And I know I can. I'm pretty quick on getting to max level. I have max level gear on all three roles, so I can help you and explain. If you have any questions about it. When it gets to the set bonuses, that I refer you to Cease, the person over there dancing with his lightsabers that are not even in his hand, apparently. Um, Now, you're liking everything in the game. So,
Yes.
what? Now, this is just more of a personal thing. What do you think your proudest accomplishment has been in the game? Like, it could be something as simple as, oh, I killed Monolith, or hey, I got through this. What would you say that is prominent that you can remember as saying, oh, I'm really proud that I cleared this?
I don't have a monumental thing for SWOTOR yet. I have to go back to World of Warcraft. My proudest moment was the day that I tanked this is the same dungeons. Tanked the Blind Dragon in Cataclysm in that raid, and won. And most of my guys and gals that were in the raid, they survived. And then when we got to Nefarian in that raid, um, everybody's dead except for the prot warrior and there was a reason for it. Um, about halfway through the fight, everybody's dead, and it's like, Drethan, will you please die? Guys, I'm swimming in lava so I can die. My second wind kept procking. So every time second wind, it would start healing me. So halfway through the fight, everybody's dead, and I got a win for us because of second wind, and that's why we don't have second wind anymore in World of Warcraft.
Oh my.
Feels good, man. The second one was busted in Cataclysm, wasn't it? Really
Yeah,
forgot about that.
yeah. Second wind in the PvP area, people hated warriors when we came in. It and because I play Prot and I play Fury, and they hated it when we came in because as soon as the second wind kicked, it was like you're not you might as well go and just put the entire team on that warrior and bring him down until he's dead, because if you let off of him, they come back they come back with full health, and it's like, dang it. But yeah, they were I had some really fun fights in that thing. But like I said, my greatest achievement in gaming was the blind dragon against the blind tank.
Oh, or the blind tank against the blind dragon.
Sounds like a story for the books, man.
Uh-huh.
Did you record it? I'd love to watch that. That would have been hilarious.
I'm not sure. Now, I didn't, but I think Eclipse, one of our raid members, did, but I don't know where it would be.
Better go find him and ask.
Yeah.
Us will put that on your Twitch too. Be like, this is the best moment of my gaming career right here. Watch and enjoy.
Okay, so you've been around Swarter for a bit, and you've been streaming for a long time. Now, have you seen any significant or any changes in the Swartor community as a whole since you began streaming? To from back then, I don't even know how long till now, whether it be viewing or streaming.
Okay. Story time. Sorry. Um, what was it? Well, first of all, let me say the end of last year to the beginning of this year, it was a pretty bad time for me. And I met or was starting to watch SWOTOR on the streams, and met a great lady. Her name is Lady Ran, and she was asking me about if I played, and she's like, "You need to come back," and I'm like, "I don't know. I'm just sick and tired of these damn communities being toxic, Star Wars was, it's one of the reasons why I keep leaving Star Wars is because it's toxic. World of Warcraft is getting toxic. And she turned me on. She's like, you need to go and see NamiGal. And I was like, okay, no problem. And I came over and I was watching you and you and her, and another person, Amanda Lorian. I'm watching the three of you, and you guys are just absolutely positive. I mean, you have trolls come um, into your chat, and it's like, "Hi, how you doing? Yeah, okay. Um, don't feed the trolls." And it's like, "Oh, this is great." But what sold me on this community, on how positive this community is there was a Star Wars cantina. I think it was last year or the beginning of this year, and I never knew that the community went and did the filming of all the of them so we could see them. And I'm watching it, and poor Swotorista, she's busting her butt. She's got everything going on, and now all of a sudden she has technical issues, and without being asked or anything like that, you know, um, Boomy from Boomy Nation, he picks up his phone and he starts recording, and let everybody know that hey, Swotorista has a challenge with her I'm having technical issues. I'm filming it now. Let all the streamers know that this is what's going on. And it was like, they don't do this in World of Warcraft. They they complain and moan and cry and everything like this. People are actually. I want to be a part of this community. I don't care if it's huge, if it's small. I want to be a part of this community. So you guys got me.
Yeah, I think I'm. We are you talking about celebration?
Yes.
Yeah, because a lot of us streamers, well, I wouldn't say a lot, but a few of us streamers were back here at home while we connected with people over there, and we kind of paired up with someone, and basically we had a set time, and we'd stream what was going on over there, so that all you guys got a chance to see the different events over there. Mine actually, I picked, believe it or not, was Legos. So you guys all got to see the different Star Wars Legos, like from way back when. So that was a great event, the celebration. I think it happens once a year. I'm not 100% sure, but I thought that it's going to be down here in SoCal next year. So everybody will be over here. Yay! So is there any projects or anything that or events that you'd like to host or be a part of in the
I
future? Like, is there anything going on that you would say, hmm? Like, I know Extra Life, there was a big thing. Kid Lee did a big thing yesterday. I know I took part in that. He also, because of the DDoS of Extra Life, for some of you guys who were wondering about that, Extra Life got DDoSed, and so Killy was nice enough and generous enough to actually stream again today for some hours. Not a full 8 hours, but he streamed quite a bit again today. Is there something like that that a cause that you may want to stream for, for charity or just something you want to do and get the group together, whether it be Star Wars or World of Warcraft?
I would like I would like to do the kids, but the thing that I would really like to do is breast cancer awareness. Namastia is celebrating 8 year no 2007, almost 12, 11 or 12 years of being cancer free.
Nice.
um,
Great.
and um, and pretty much it was it was the MMOs that we had done, and I haven't seen a lot of. Now, don't get me wrong, I love the kids. I think we need to do a lot more type of stuff for the kids, but for breast cancer awareness and that type of thing, I really think that we need to get into this because I mean, not only women get breast cancer, guys get
Yeah.
it too. So it's like, I mean, that's one of the things that I'd either like to host or be a part of.
Well, I mean, okay, so when you said that though, I mean, I know I did a marathon for Susan Komen, who is that's a huge breast cancer foundation.
Hmm.
I'm sure you've heard Susan Komen, right? So
Yep.
I'm pretty certain you can get into connected to their foundation and get a a donator type of thing, sponsoring thing, if you want to stream for a charity, because Susan Komen is huge, so there is a lot. You probably just don't see it currently here. You probably don't see it regularly, maybe in Star Wars, but I know for myself, I support Susan Komen as well. Like I said, I was part of a marathon to walk 5 miles for breast cancer. And it's an amazing thing. I would also say, like, you may want to check with regard to MS and see if there's any foundations there as well, and put a link to the charities underneath your stream. That's always helpful, and just refer people to it too as well. Every time you
Oh, that's
stream,
cool.
yeah, I mean, there's links underneath my stream on the specific charities that I support. Uh, but yeah, definitely put in some links. I would suggest doing that, and then run an event, a charity event, and you know, go out there, tweet it, get the word out, and maybe ask some of your fellow streamers or fellow people to come help you with some events throughout the day, whether it be World of Warcraft or Star Wars. Would that be something you're
Oh
thinking
yeah,
about?
definitely.
Oh, okay. Because I was
Yeah.
like, just do it. Go do it. There will be people there. I will be there definitely to support you as well as donate. I'm very big on charity, so I know I'll be there. Just let me know when the day is.
Okie dokie, will do.
So, is there any questions from chat with regard to that you'd like to direct to Drethan? Or even Score or Cease, who's still dancing. He must be around, otherwise he would have logged out. I love the color of those lightsabers, by the way. But
Oh well, Jonathan, how about this? What's your favorite expansion in WoW?
Wrath
Okay,
and Legion.
you're my boy.
there you go.
Because I was curious as to when you started playing it. Because obviously you were around for Cataclysm, but I was really into Wrath, and then once Cataclysm came out, I was done. I did not like Cataclysm at all, so I just bounced and didn't come back till Mists, like halfway through Mists actually.
Like I said, we've been playing World of Warcraft since vanilla, and Nam and I were raiding together, started raiding together in BC,
Nice.
and our our saying is a family that raids together, a family that groups together stays together.
Very nice.
My favorite
The funny thing
expansion.
is, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say my favorite expansion as well is Wrath of the Lich King. So good choice, good choice. It's a beautiful expansion. Go ahead, Score.
Yeah, I was actually going to say, Drethan, you probably don't know this, but I'm like 23. So when I started playing Wrath, I was still playing with my dad and my uncle at the time because they were actually the ones to get me into World of Warcraft. And like every other weekend, we would all try to get together and just go run through heroics. It was awesome.
Oh my god, that's great.
Yeah, that no longer happens anymore because none of us really like the current retail WoW. But I think that's more of an issue with us at this point. So not much you can do about it.
So, is there any other questions, or anybody have any questions for Drethan before we go ahead and get off to Score? Score's going to talk some gaming stuff. Cease, on the other hand, is just going to dance. Just continue dancing.
Cease is our bona fide dancer for this stream. What do you
Yeah,
mean?
he's the entertainer.
I paid him good money to dance for us. Okay.
Okay. Damn. Look, he's
Well, that's
all.
the favors we're
Oh my gosh. But if there isn't any questions, you guys can find Drethan. I just did a shout out for him. You can go give him a follow. Go hang out with him. If you play World of Warcraft, there you go. You've got someone who likes to raid. You'll be able to hopefully get into doing stuff with you, right? You play with your viewers, don't you, Drethan? Or
Oh yeah.
okay, perfect, perfect. So, anyways, I want to thank you for being here. I'm so glad. I know it took a while. I had spoke to you about this a while ago, and it just trying to get everything scheduled. It's especially I was rating a lot before 6.0. So, I'm so glad that we got a chance to meet you, and so and the community as well to get a little get to know you a little bit better. Sorry, can't speak.
Thank you all. It's okay. Tomorrow is shot night, so my communication skills go down the drain.
That's me every day. As you can see, I'm a professional streamer when I mute my stream and do a whole introduction. Hopefully everything went well, and we didn't ask too many difficult questions.
Nope.
Well, it sounds like you're
I
very
had fun.
comfortable
Thank you,
here,
guys.
so you're more than welcome to
Well,
stay.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Drethan, since I'm actually gonna be talking about Blizzard again, because BlizzCon just happened yesterday, I figured
yeah.
you guys would at least be interested in hearing what I have to say. So,
Definitely.
Okay, you're more than welcome to
I'm
stay.
sure, really quick, since I'm sure now you're just gonna hand it over to me. I was gonna say, everyone still remembers the whole Blitzchung Hong Kong situation. We're gonna gloss over that for now. Um, what was it? Diablo 4 and Overwatch 2 have officially been announced, along with Shadowlands. But the thing is, along with this at BlizzCon, I think everyone was kind of hoping for an apology from Blizzard over the whole Blitzchung situation. And they didn't, I would say, kind of went a really sneaky way around the apology because they apologized, but they didn't say exactly what they were apologizing for. They didn't address any names. They didn't give uh, any, I would say, relation to the situation. They basically just did a very cowardly, I'm sorry, we didn't live up to the Blizzard standard, right, where we all come together, that kind of thing. They're basically promoting that their company is all about bringing the world together. And that's fine, I guess. That's a nice shield to hide behind. But my problem with it is that they basically just wanted to get this apology out of the way so everyone can start getting excited for Diablo 4 and Overwatch 2, which is fine, right? You know, it's their chance to finally get people hyped again for more games, but it just feels wrong. You know, personally, I don't really appreciate the fact that they have to hide behind an apology and then say, "Oh yeah, here's our new games. Please don't be mad at us." You know, we finally got the games you want out. There's no more Diablo Immortal. Like, it's still gonna be there, but here's Diablo 4, right? And this is something I've actually noticed is that Blizzard keeps having this very strange, I wouldn't say trend, but it's a very common factor that each time something new comes up at BlizzCon, it's almost comedic in a way because I'm sure everyone remembers in the BlizzCon at 2016 when Warlords of Draenor was being announced. And someone asked if we were going to get World of Warcraft Classic servers. And they said, you think you do, but you don't. And then last year, 2018, when Diablo Immortal was announced, they also said, don't you guys have phones to excuse these poor decisions? So it's just like, okay, Blizzard, we get it. Sometimes you're not the best at PR, but come on, man. Like, you don't have to do that. It's just, to me, it seems wrong. And just, this is the whole Blitzchung Hong Kong situation. To me, like I keep saying every time I bring it up, it's just the straw that broke the camel's back. It's just another case of Blizz is fucking up, and this time everything else, I would say, is adding fuel to the fire. And this last thing is just, oh, dude, people are so pissed at Blizzard, man. Yeah.
I know Sukasa was over here. BlizzCon is literally, or was literally 20 minutes away from me in Anaheim. So, yeah, but I know Sukasa came here. I think he's on a flight going back.
Yeah, I mean, there was actually people that applauded the apology that they gave. And to be honest, like, I guess that's fine. I'm sure people there just wanted to have fun. And like I get that you paid to go to BlizzCon, you want to enjoy it, you don't want to bring this whole situation, you don't want to think about Hong Kong and the Blitzchung situation, you don't want to think about that. They said sorry, that's good enough. They didn't really address it, but they still said they're sorry. It's just like, okay, you guys are fine, but that's not really our problem. You know, to me, it just feels very nasty, personally. Some people may think differently. I'm sure a lot of people will actually forgive Blizzard after this, but I personally don't. I personally won't, honestly. And I haven't seen the new trailers for Overwatch 2 or Diablo 4, but to be honest, I'm just not excited for it at all. Overwatch, personally, for me, has always been a huge disappointment because it was originally supposed to be Project Titan. I'm sure some of you out there remember that. So yeah, I already had a pretty bad disposition towards the original Overwatch when it was announced and then released. And I'm just not looking forward to Overwatch 2. Even after putting like over 200 hours into the original Overwatch, I just felt like, man, why didn't they just add this into the base game? Like, where's our campaign? Where's our lore? Because everyone knows Blizzard makes amazing stories, right? But in Overwatch, you don't get that story except in bursts from events, like limited time events, and then they're gone. And then you also, if you want more lore, you got to go to their YouTube and watch their cinematics, which I'm not going to do that, right? Like, I don't care. I don't care enough to go watch a YouTube video about a cinematic about the characters. Just put it in the game. That's all you need to do. Just like add a lore book or something. Just put it in the game. It's the same issue people were having with Destiny 1 where there was so much cool lore, but it was all hidden behind this website you had to go to. It's ridiculous. Like, if you're going to tell a story, tell a story. If not, why have the story there in the first place? So, I don't know.
Well, is there, Score, this is a question for you. Is there any games that you know that are going to be released before the end of the year that you are interested in or you think that people should look out for?
Not personally.
Other than
Not personally.
the new Star Wars game, of course.
I mean, okay, Halo, sure, but we don't even know if that's going to be released at the end of the year at this point. Iceborne's coming out next year as well. I was also looking forward to Doom Eternal, but that's being delayed till next year as well. I don't think there's anything else this year that I'm really looking forward to personally.
Okay.
I think the year's just kind of done and over with, and that's fine.
Yeah. There was quite a bit of releases this year, too.
Yeah.
Or at least expansions and whatnot, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard the new Call of Duty was alright, so if you guys like Call of Duty, go play that.
That's a modern war something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks alright.
I saw people playing it. I could never play COD just because, well, if you've ever seen me stream my Destiny 2, I barely can hit things. They need to be standing still for the most part. I'm like, wait, why are you moving around? But I do like PvP. I do play Destiny 2 with Score, so if you want to see some bad shooting, yeah, watch us in PvP. Stewie right there is a good friend. He actually plays Destiny 2. So if there's any of you guys that want to play Destiny 2, definitely get into Score's Discord. And I'm going to give Score a shout out again. One of my co-hosts here, Scorch. And please feel free to join his Discord. He's very inviting, and a lot of people over there just playing Destiny 2 and other games as well. But for the most part, a lot of people are doing the new raid in Destiny 2. And
Yeah, I'm just waiting for Cease to come back so I can keep running him through raids.
I know.
Because we all know he enjoys PvE.
He should, yeah. But he should at least come in PvP, you know. He can take one day or a couple hours or even one raid time to come.
Nah, I think he's just too busy carrying. It's fine.
This streamer.
Too busy with the Star Wars. I get it.
He's got his set bonuses on some, but yeah, he's got a few more. And not only that, but for some of you guys who are looking for guides with regard to 6.0, Cease, can you go ahead and link your latest video, which is talking a lot about the 6.0 as far as gearing, crafting, etc. If you can link that, or link your... Wait, I think we have one for Cease's YouTube, don't we?
I thought so.
Yeah, there we go. Get over there to Cease's YouTube channel and give him a follow. He,
You know it's beef. I don't think it's just the case of Cease enjoying Hammer Station too much. I think the whole community loves Hammer Station too
I
much.
don't know if the word love is right, but it is giving you the best gear. I can tell you this: within five flashpoints, I took my sin, or no, I'm sorry, I took my DPS jug in there, and bam, I had a full set of tanking gear. So definitely get over to Cease's. Go ahead and sub to him. It doesn't cost anything. It's kind of the same as a follow on YouTube. He is going to, from what he said, he's going to be once everything and he's all geared and whatnot. He's going to be uploading some guides on the different classes and updated rotations for 6.0. So I know there's not a lot guides out there right now, so definitely keep him on a follow. He uploads videos, I think, about once a week, if not more. So yeah, please give him a follow. So if there is, let's see, is it worth getting into this guy? Am I huge? Yes. Yes, it is. It very much is. If you'd like, you're more than welcome. Here, let me go ahead and put this there. They'll give you 1 week sub, and with that 1 week sub, you can, if you start and you enjoy this game a lot, you can get through the new expansion. Someone told me you can, so it's well worth it. Once you, and if you decide to sub, I think they made changes on free to play as well as changes to preferred status. So my understanding is that once you have access and you've gotten through Onslaught, which is the latest expansion, you still have access to it on your 70s or 75s, I should say. The new they raised the level. I'm still having to get used to the 75 as opposed to 70.
Well, it's also because they haven't raised the level cap for
I
activities
know.
yet.
Yeah. Yeah, it is currently. I think, honestly, I think this game is probably going to get a little bit more attention and love than it should, hopefully, um, by the end of the year with the new movie coming out, as well as there's a new Star Wars game, too, coming out. But it's not an MMO, it is a single player game. So, but if you're
Yes, Southpaw. Actually, if you're starting this game completely fresh, if you are a big fan of the old Mass Effects and Dragon Age, this is probably the closest experience you're gonna get to a new one, especially for you since you haven't played it before. So I would definitely say if you're into that kind of stuff, give it a good try. The stories in this game are great.
also the classes and everything. You're more than welcome to join my Discord if anybody wants to. My Discord link is either exclamation Discord or you can just click the link underneath as well. I definitely, if you're starting this game, I would definitely give a get into Cease's Discord as well. Let me give a shout out for Cease. I'm sorry. Did I? I gave. No, I did. Wait, no, wait. I'm confused. Hold on.
Not enough coffee.
Not enough coffee. Did I do a shout out? Well, I'm going to give a shout out to my co host today. Also, let's see. Also, I'm going to do a shout out for our guest today, which is Drethan the Blind Wolf. If you're just joining in, this podcast is going to be uploaded to my YouTube. There is a YouTube link underneath my stream as well, and that should be uploaded in the next week or so. I've been really busy with 6.0 dropping down, so I'll be getting it up shortly. Yes, there is a tank. Yes, there's tank healing as well as DPS. Those are the three roles. So pretty much, you can have there's certain classes that do DPS and tank, and then there's certain classes that do only DPS, and then there's classes that do DPS or heals. So it's along that way: DPS and tank, DPS and heals, or just straight out DPS. But certain classes only do certain things, like the class that ceases on right there waving his lightsabers. Those are dual. There's only one class, well, on each side that can wield dual lightsabers, and that's a Marauder for the Imp side, Empire side, the Sith side, or a Jedi Sentinel on the Republic side. But other than those two, they're the only class. So they're a mirrored class for Empire and Pub. They're the only ones that can wield two lightsabers. Everybody else has a one lightsaber with a focus, so you can't see it. It's just a dual. They're just holding one lightsaber. And then there's guns and stuff like that. So definitely check out the different classes, whether you like range. What he's playing is a marauder. It's a melee. Depends if you want to just be an assassin up in their face type of thing. So yeah, definitely check out the classes. Read up on it. It is an amazing game. And I will tell you this, that if you get into it, if you want to take the referral, check it out. If you're in my Discord, ping me or something. And if you said, I really like this, but I can't sub, or whatever the case may be, just message me. I'll see what I can do about getting you a sub, at least a 30-day sub. But anyways, I think, Score, do you have anything else? I know that Cease doesn't, but do you?
Not that I can think of. I think unfortunately this is just the year that I was gonna say Bungie, not Bungie, Bethesda and Blizzard kind of shit the bed a little bit. They've definitely become a big sore in everyone's side, that's for sure. Other than that, not really.
Okay. Then, if that's the case, I think what we're going to do is go ahead and wrap up this podcast.